For professional, knowledgeable real estate service you can count on, call the Dan Jemis Real Estate Team. For solid real estate information and advice you can trust, listen to the Dan Jemis Real Estate Show.
Compliments to the show. You're really hitting on the subjects and you're telling the truth. I appreciate you.
Now back to the show with broker owner and host, Dan Jemis.
Okay, I've got Joyce Blackmere in studio with me today. What do you say we give away the gift card for the Richmond Popcorn Company, Joyce? They're at 61 Richmond Street in Amherstburg, right next to our real estate office, across from the post office in downtown Amherstburg, and they're open till 5 o'clock today, open 7 days a week. Make sure you stop in there, and you can go online and see all the flavors, over 30 of them, at richmondpopcorn.com. You gotta try Nikki's famous caramel corn. Oh, it's popular there for sure. The Chicago mix. The movie is one of the top sellers every single month. Can't go wrong. To me, it's so simple.
I like the pickle. What is it?
Pickled Cowboy.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West and Pickled Cowboy are very popular. Yeah, there's over 30 flavors. You can't go wrong. They're always trying something new. Make sure you check it out. Pop in. It's free taste testing, so you can test everything and take your time and enjoy some various flavors. They just launched a low sodium popcorn. It's like a movie popcorn, but low sodium. So, which is nice. Basically, a plain popcorn. People kept asking them, "Do you have just plain unsalted popcorn?" So there you go. Check it out, richmondpopcorn.com. Joyce, what do you say we give away the gift card? You got the magic button there?
I do. The winner today is Cindy Devis.
Okay. Well, there you go. Congratulations, Cindy.
DVOS.
DeVos. Yeah, DeVos. There's just multiple ways to say it. But there you go, Cindy. Congratulations. Thank you for playing. $50 for the Richmond Popcorn Company for you. There you go. Okay, so what do you say we jump over to our featured business segment of the week? And today we're featuring a business that actually Joyce had a great experience with. Said, Dan, let's feature them. So here we are. We've got Landan Dallyn from Caulk and Seal on the phone. Hey, Landan, how are you?
Good, Dan. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. So, listen, you guys did a great job for Joyce and her family at her house. So, tell folks what it is you do.
We install caulking, and we remove and replace caulking around windows and doors, concrete joint sealants, that sort of thing. Just keep the water out of your house, basically.
Fantastic. So, how did this start for you guys?
I started it, I think it was about 13 years ago. I was just a young guy, and I had some experience in it working for another company, and I got tired of working for other people, so I decided to go out on my own. I was young and confident, and quickly found out that it was more work than I thought it was, but it's kind of grown steadily since then, and here we are.
Look at you. Fantastic. So, listen, it's one of those things where the average person doesn't really think of it, right? They move into a house, the windows are there, the doors are there, and you don't really think about changing out, replacing your caulking. So, how does one know if it's time?
Really, you can tell visually if you just take a look at your windows and doors. It's typically pretty obvious that it needs to be done. You'll have areas where the sealant is separated, and you'll be able to see holes, which is always an entry point for air and water and bugs to get into the walls. So if you're at a point where the house is, and it's not even necessarily the age of the house, because some houses we see that are new builds that are 4 or 5 years old, depending on the material that they put in when they built it, sometimes they need to be done that soon. Sometimes they're good for 15 or 20 years. So,
wow. So a big range there for sure. Now, for those who aren't aware, caulking that's cracking or has holes, that will lead to some serious damage if you're not careful.
It can, yeah. If you've got water going into your walls around your window openings, I mean, there's all kinds of problems that you can end up with, whether it's mold or rotting damage. Even air entry is a big one too that a lot of people don't think about. If you've got air leaks, it's costing you more to heat and cool the home.
Yeah, no doubt. And so, what is the process? So, if someone is thinking that they need to get some caulking replaced, do you come out and give them a free quote, or how does that work?
Yeah. They just give us a call, or they can get in touch with us on an email form on our website, and we can schedule a time to come out and do an estimate, or a lot of times with people, they just kind of give us their information, and then when we're in the area driving by, we stop and take a look at it. And then if it needs to be done, we'll provide them an estimate. If it doesn't need to be done, then we'll tell them that it doesn't need to be done. Because there are cases where some people aren't sure, and if we go out and look at it and you don't need to work, we don't want to sell you something that you don't need.
Which is very kind of you, for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, no doubt. Your website also mentions driveway and patio joints. Tell us about that a bit.
Yeah, so the saw cut joints on driveways and patios, and also the foundation joint where your foundation meets your sidewalk, is another point where, depending on if you've got good slope on your driveway and your sidewalk, water is not such an issue. But sometimes I know anyone that has concrete on a home that's more than 10 years old knows that it doesn't always stay in the same spot where they poured it.
Shifts.
And you can end up with situations where you start to get slope back to the house, and if it rains, you've essentially got water running in right to your foundation. So what we do is we come and we'll clean out any debris that's in the joints, and we grind it down to clean up the edges, and then we put a backer rod and a specially formulated concrete sealant in, and so it keeps the water out. It also keeps weeds and grass and stuff from growing up through it. So it definitely improves the appearance, and it also keeps the water out from underneath the slab, which is also good for preventing excessive heaving when you've got freeze and thaw.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. And you're right. Like, I mean, seeing weeds coming through your driveway or sidewalk drives me crazy. So great way to tidy it up a little bit too. So how does, if someone's listening out there, they want to have you out, what's the best way to reach out to you?
They can give us a call, 226-975-1514, or just go to our website, www.caulkandseal.ca. And there's a form on there on Contact Us where you can put your name and your phone number and your email address, and leave a brief message of what you're looking for, and we'll get in touch.
You're also on social media, so Facebook, Instagram, that kind of thing as well.
Yep. Yeah, we do have a Instagram and a Facebook. We're not as active on that as some small businesses. That's one thing that
you don't have time. It's okay.
Well, we don't, yeah, it's not high on the priority list. We kind of focus on taking care of the work that we have to do. So.
Good for you.
And that's one thing that I want to make mention of as well. Like, I was so impressed. Number one, you showed up. That was great. And, the communication and the response time is phenomenal. And being in our industry, that's really important for us and our clients. So to see that in your business as well was like, okay, this is the guy for sure that I need to work with and pass along name to other people, because you guys did such a great job.
Yeah, we do our best. The time of year too, Joyce, that we worked on your place was a little slower compared to some. I mean, it gets to be summertime and stuff, and we get swamped, and I'm not always as immediate as I was with you. I try to do my best to communicate with people, but it's sometimes you get behind it, right, when you're busy. But yeah, we do our best, and we try and be fair with people. So
good for you. Well, listen, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it. People are already texting in, so I'm sure you'll be getting some phone calls if you hopefully you need them, and help some of our listeners out. But honestly, Landan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay, you have a nice day, Dan,
too.
and you too, Joyce. Take care.
Thanks, Landan.
That's Landan Dallyn, owner of Caulk and Seal. Again, website is caulkandseal.ca, CAULK, and seal, SEAL.ca. And the phone number is 226-975-1514, 226-975-1514. That's it for today, Joyce.
That's it.
Flew by.
Yep.
So thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And thank you all for listening. If you have any questions about anything you heard on the show, reach out to us. You can find us online on our website at dangemus.com, DANGEMUS.com. Enjoy the rest of the day. If you are looking to make a move, give us a call as well, 519-566-5565. We service all of Windsor and Essex County. Have an awesome rest of Sunday. We'll see you all next Saturday and Sunday right here on AM800.